Hi, my lovely nobodies. Happy Saturday to every single nobody here. All of you beautiful, lovely, amazing, know what you knows, feel what you feels. You get these downloads, you get these knowings, you get these little bursts of information. Welcome to you all. I'm Christy. I start out every one of my videos with gratefulness, and those of you who have been here, you know this. So welcome to you all. I appreciate every single one of you that are here with me tonight. It's Saturday night with the ancestors. This is a thing that we've just, gained traction with, and yeah, it's a Saturday night where we really just tap into the energies around us, the ones that we can't see, what they want us to know, what they've been wanting to clarify for us. We appreciate all of you. So I'm glad that you're all here. Let's get started. So really quickly, like this video right now. Share this video with someone that you feel that it will resonate with. Subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram at lovelyknowbodies. Come on in, you guys. Come on in. I know more people will maybe step in, pop in tonight. More people will watch it later, but we're going to get into it. I'm just holding this deck. I'm going to tell you about this deck. Let me get through what I'm getting through. My information is in the description box of this video, as well as in the About section of my channel. What else? Readings. $75 for 1 hour. With me, with your gang, God, the divine, your ancestors, those that pull up for you from the light. 1 hour with me. If you want a couples reading, those are discounted at $140 per couple. Guys, reach out to me, okay? So I just want to jump into this reading tonight. We're just going to get into it and see. But the reason why I have this deck in my hand is because I was pre-shuffling my decks before the reading started. And basically, I was going to pull the Hidden Truth deck. So let me just grab that deck tonight, because I feel like maybe there's messages that, because I want to talk about love tonight. I've been feeling love. I've been feeling like we've been talking about business for the past couple of weeks a lot. There's a little bit of relationship energy, but tonight we want to talk about love, right? What your ancestors want you to know about what surrounds you in your love sector, right? What surrounds you in your love energy. So we're going to tap into that tonight, but I'll pull the Rebel deck by accident, okay? The Rebel deck, okay? Most of the time when I pull this deck, and for any client who is watching me now, if I've pulled this deck on you, I always say, I'm always inclined to pull the Rebel deck when whoever I'm reading or whoever I'm inquiring about is doing something or is in an energy that is rebellious to your own nature. The Rebel deck jumps in. So we're going to see what comes in. We're going to get started. We don't want to too long. God, the divine, our gang, your ancestors. Let's get into it. The Rebel deck is here. I'm going to pull a few cards. Just see what is going to pop in for you guys for tonight. And we're going to see. My family is in town this weekend from North Carolina. My dad, it's his birthday. My dad, my sister, my niece are here. So I'm so glad to have them here. A family friend is with us. So it's been a great weekend so far already. So yeah, we're just going to tap into it and see what we got. Spirit. So when it comes to the lovely nobodies, what is the Rebel deck? Rebels, what can you tell our lovely nobodies? What can you tell? Okay, these are a lot of messages. Rebel is like, listen, you guys have been doing a whole lot of ish that is rebellious to your own nature. This is a lot of messages. Okay, first one says, get the F out of your head. Get in your heart. It misses you, okay? So maybe some of you guys, it gives me air energy. Head gives me Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So possibly a air sign is here tonight. Someone who could be more logical than maybe you make head of a heart choices more than you should in an area. This one says, eat your effing vegetables. Eat some shit by Mother Nature, okay? All right. This could be stress eating, okay? You are the best thing to ever happen to you. Go easy on your ass. Buy your own damn drink. This one says, it's not everyone's fault. It's yours. You're a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. Okay. Shit is going down with your job. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or effing quit. You see the card. All right. You think someone is lying? They are. They are. Maybe this is the reason. There's a lot of messages. This one says laugh. Where the F is your sense of humor? Time to let go. Move the S on. Move on. Time to let go. Let's see. This one says that project, that person, that idea is waiting. Get after that shit. The world has your back. Next card says lightning bolt. Figure shit out on your own. Okay. This one says make better effing choices. If you're pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. If you're pissed at where you are, start taking yourself there. Last one says you are being shady. Watch out. Stuff could get ugly. Okay. I could already tell, like, there's one situation here to where I don't know who this is. I don't feel like this could be in love. It's just giving me the energy. This is more like casual. So whatever this energy is, it's between you, lovely nobody, and maybe a friend, a coworker, maybe a family member. I'm not saying it's not someone that you don't have love or care for in love. I just feel like these particular messages are not in a romantic situation, but if they do, you guys know, take these messages as they resonate for you. These are puzzle pieces that I'm feeling, that I'm intuitively pulling out. Maybe we'll clarify with the tarot decks tonight, but go with me. Put yourself where you are in the story, okay? Don't make a story fit for you that just doesn't, okay? If it doesn't fit, leave it for the next person. But what I'm saying is that I feel like there's someone here that has someone in your energy that, first of all, they drain you, but there's a lot of messages about eat your vegetables, get out of your head. You're the best thing to ever happen to yourself. So it's almost like you're needing to fill yourself up in a way because you're being depleted in an area of your life. Is this a friendship? Is this in a job? Is this in your love relationship with someone? Is this a parent-child relationship? You think someone is lying, laugh, time to let go. That person, that project, that idea is waiting. I do feel like there's someone here that has put themselves into a situation, or maybe a friendship, or in a situation with a friend or someone, to where I feel like you overextended yourself. You gave too much in a situation. Maybe you didn't have boundaries in areas where you should have. I do feel like there's time for you to allow yourself to release some type of either belief system or some type of energy that is between you and another person, because it's keeping you from actually tapping into your own fullest potential, lovely nobody. It's keeping you from, even the card that says you are being shady, watch out, stuff could get ugly. It's like some of you guys are being very, again, when I pulled the deck, I said rebellious to your own nature. So are you the kind of person that gives when you know you shouldn't give? Are you the kind of person that says yes when you know in your soul you want to say no, and then you end up having this resentment towards people who didn't even know you didn't want to do whatever you did for them, right? I feel this energy of, we are in this depleted energy. We're in this maybe stressed out, drained, anxiety-ridden energy, but it's because we are allowing ourselves to be drained by another energy, another person. Some of you guys, this is at work, because there's a card here that says shit is going down with your job. So whatever that is for you, lovely nobody, I feel like one huge message is, the very first card was get out of your head, okay? Sometimes there is a need for you to not ignore your feelings, right? So if you are given and given and given into a situation, a person, a job, that's just simply draining your mind energy, it simply depletes your physical energy. Either you don't want to do it, it stresses you out doing it, or again, you have resentment after doing what you do without having boundaries with whoever these people or whatever this is. It's like you really should get behind that, because there's a part of you that is allowing yourself to be used by people. There's someone here that's being used by people. I feel like there's also someone here that feels like codependency. That's what it is. There's someone here that feels like, well, if I don't help them, then they won't get the help. If I don't help them, then they won't, succeed as if they would have if I were with them or if I were helping them. I feel like some of you guys have been so entangled with the energy of just giving, especially mind-wise. I feel like a lot of swords might show up in your reading. A lot of thought, energy, communication to self, communication to others about things that just drain you. And a lot less time has been spent on nurturing yourself, eating properly. I just said earlier, somebody might be stress eating now. Are you dealing with a tough situation? I do feel like there's someone here that feels like there are maybe people in your energy or people that are a part of this situation that you're dealing with that could help you, that could provide some type of feedback, some type of answer, some type of support, or some type of something to either help you get out of something, help you start something, help you work something out. But someone is not doing their due diligence here. Somebody's not being either an effective friend, somebody's not being an effective support person in your life, lovely nobody. And I feel like whoever this is, even the lightning bolt says, figure shit out on your own. So I do feel like there's maybe this energy here where a lot of you maybe waiting on people to, come and do their part in the situation. Maybe you waited on somebody to, come in, make the next move or take something to the next level with you, and they just aren't doing that. Whatever this is, I do feel like there's this huge energy and this need to really grasp that about yourself. I feel like there's someone here that truly is wanting to stop allowing themselves to be used. And I just heard used and abused by people. If you are pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. I'm looking at the back of these cards now. Figure shit out on your own. Get after that shit. The world has your back. Move the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's this energy of somebody that might be holding back from detaching from a draining, low vibrational energy, but that that is keeping you in this low energy place. I just heard the upside down. Somebody might be a fan of Stranger Things, because when I heard the upside down, I think about the show, Stranger Things. I don't know if you guys have seen that on Netflix. Super cool, otherworldly series that's on Netflix. It's so good. It's so deep, but there's that type of energy. And the upside down, it basically was kind of like the parallel world in the show, where everything was just like icky, almost like the movie Get Out in a way. There's this energy that I feel here. It's almost like somebody living in this topsy-turvy like energy. This one day you're in like a world of just bliss, a world of where you putting energy towards yourself, a world to where you're and I don't even know why I just heard this, but I just zoned out for a second. And maybe some of you guys have been doing that, just catching yourself just zoned out for a moment. And I don't know. And I feel like when some of you zone out, you're channeling and you don't know it. So maybe that's why I just caught myself doing that. But it's like being zoned out in this energy of giving so much to other things because we really don't want to deal with ourselves. So watch out for those types of energies, lovely nobody. Watch out for people who try to distract you with their, whatever is going on in their life. I don't know if you're, the super helper in your friend circle. I don't know if you're the person in the relationship that just gives your all, and your person is not, doing their part. I don't know if you're the manager of the job or the worker or the person or employee at the job who just gives all of your time, first to arrive, last to leave, and you're being depleted. And I feel like there's these moments where you get and you tell yourself, or you ask yourself, like, why do I deal with this? Why do I go through this? And there's a huge thing with boundaries with some of you. Because even that card says, there's a card here that says it's not everyone else's fault. It's yours. It's like you're allowing others to deplete your energy. So huge message for you guys for tonight and for 2024. Watch out for what and you realize is draining your energy, and move on that, right? I tell a lot of people, especially my family, that this, like, one phrase that I use a lot is like, you can't unsee something. It's like, once you've identified, right, a pattern, a toxicity, a behavior, once I've seen something, like once information is brought before me and with my eyes, I am beholding it and I see it, I can't unsee that, right? It's like, if you show me a behavior about yourself, and that behavior, causes something negative to happen either to me or with us, it's like, you show me that, I can't unsee that. I can't deduct that from my calculation of who you are. And what I'm saying here is there's some of us, right, who calculate who either people are, what they're dealing with, what a situation is or is about. And it's like you deduct, right? Like, well, maybe not, right? You give people the pass, you give energies to pass it. And so maybe let's get behind that, lovely noise. Figure out who or what is draining your energy in 2024, and you don't unsee it, right? See it, identify with it, accept it, move on, take responsibility or accountability for your part in a situation. So let's just say if you had a friend, for 5 years, and friend always drains you, or they always borrow money from you and they never pay you back, or they're always, gossiping about people and it's just something that you never like. A part of you has never told them, like, hey friend, like, I don't like doing this. I don't like talking about people when they're not around. I don't like being in these icky conversations about people that I have nothing to do with their life. If this is like the friend where you let them borrow money and they always are borrowing money for you and they never really pay you back, okay, you have to take responsibility for that, because you keep giving this person money and you're not taking, or you're not, making them accountable for paying you back. So again, some of you guys, I feel like there's this martyr energy. Spirit just showed me Martin Luther King, and I want to identify with this Martin Luther King energy. And what I feel is, it's like this martyr energy. It's like almost like Martin Luther King. I just hear the "I Have a Dream" speech. It's almost like this energy of someone who wants to stand for a huge cause or something big, or the fight for freedom. He fought for freedom a lot, but I think this is more about fighting for freedom of self, right? Freedom from who you are, freedom of your shadows, freedom of fear, right? So freedom of a lot of things. But what I'm saying to you is that some of you put yourself out there like you're doing something great. This is for the greater good of the world, but you end up getting hurt. You end up getting depleted. You end up the one, your lights getting cut off because you let, best friend borrow $150 like one too many times, and she didn't pay you back when she told you that she would. You get what I'm saying? So figure out where you need to have boundaries with people. Lovely Nobody. Guys, it's the beginning of the year. I'm not saying, resolutions or anything, but what I will say, that eat your effing vegetables card, I do feel like a lot of you guys may be thinking about, changing your diet, what you eat, having energy. Health is wealth. One of my mentors says a lot to eat with the rainbow. That's a very good, motto to have. Eat with the rainbow. Foods that are colors of the rainbow, you can never go wrong with them. They probably have a lower propensity of making you sick, right? Foods that are colorful, like reds, the orange, the yellows, the greens, the blues, all the colors of the rainbow, right, are all good for you. Browns, foods that are browns, foods that are whites, watch out for those. Foods that are processed, just watch out for what you're eating, because I feel like some of you guys are really trying to reach that higher level, and we're trying to, surpass that level of whatever you're trying to get to, right? There's a level of success that some of you are trying to reach. And I feel like when you truly realize, guys, that everything is connected and everything is intertwined and everything is interconnected, one easy way to put more money in your pocket is to change what you eat. That's an easy way. It just goes without saying. So I don't know who that was for, but if you have been thinking about changing your diet, maybe that spirit confirming for you, hey, maybe we should stop eating that certain ingredient, because every time you eat it, it makes you feel bloated, or it makes you have acid reflux, or it makes you real mucousy and really maybe whatever this is, whatever that you eat that you probably shouldn't, or that you're drinking and that you probably shouldn't. Maybe some of you guys have liver issues and you drink alcohol, something like that. And again, that goes back to boundaries, right? Because boundaries is even having boundaries with ourselves. So guys, let's work on our boundaries. For sure, whatever that looks like for you. If this has to do with you not having boundaries with yourself, maybe we need to set let's start small. We don't have to we all have free will. So we don't want to do, put ourselves through this energy to where we say, I'm going to stop this, and that. I'm going to do this, and that. And it's just such a rigorous list of things to do. So what I'm saying is to gradually build up to, right, having the proper healthy boundaries. So if you have an issue with overspending, right, just say, hey, on a weekly basis, I'm not going to spend more than this amount on this thing, right? Or if our a weak area in our life is maybe a thing that we eat, or maybe if we feel like we are putting on maybe too much weight, maybe chocolate is something that you love and you have to have chocolate every day. Maybe you have to figure out how to have boundaries when it comes to eating chocolate. Just certain things, whatever these things are for you guys that you don't have boundaries in, especially when it comes to yourself, get behind them, okay? So I want to clarify these cards. I feel like there's this huge message. Again, this is the Rebel deck, meaning what are you being rebellious to and what do you need to rebel against, right? So when it comes to rebelling against, I feel like a lot of you need to definitely rebel against people who you feel like you have to drop your free will to do something for the will of another person, right? So back to boundaries. I feel like be rebellious to anything that's not for your soul's growth. Be rebellious to anything that is going to not take you to the next level. Be rebellious against low vibrational energies. We don't have time for that. All right. We're going to do the reading with the Rider-Waite deck. Let's see what more messages do you have, Spirit? Moon in the reverse. Moon in the reverse landed under, because the moon is hidden things, lies, deception, right? Are you deceiving yourself? But this one, it landed right under. You think someone is lying, they are. Okay. So boom. Whoever was looking for the liar or your question or whatever your inquiry was. And guys, I haven't pulled too many tarot cards. So if you want to now, just tap in and just say, look, Spirit, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I need the answer to. I want to know about this person, this thing, this job, what's coming for me. Ask it now. If you haven't asked it yet, ask it now. Someone in this reading tonight, there's someone in your energy, or it's you, lovely nobody. These are your puzzle pieces. Okay. You think someone is lying in your energy. They are Pisces energy, Pisces or Cancer possibly. But the moon in the reverse, I feel like there's this energy to where, again, there's something that you want to uncover, but I feel like there's this energy of maybe we have been so deep into what might be going on, what might be being said, what might be being done, but we don't know. But it's also because we're not asking, we're not stepping up, we're not making a move to kind of like find out what is going on in a situation. The Knight of Pentacles is here. The Lovers is here, talking about love. One more. When it comes to these Knight of Cups, you got two knights in your reading, Spirit. Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Okay, and we already know, lovely nobodies, lovers is a choice. I can already tell you, there's somebody here watching tonight. First of all, there's one or more of you dealing with more than one person in your life right now. You got multiple energies in your life, and I don't feel like this is what I feel. I don't feel like this is someone married that I'm talking to right now. I feel like this is someone that is either actively dating or in a relationship where I'm not married. I'm not even going to say that this is a long committed relationship that you've been in, lovely nobody, or this could be coming towards you, okay? Because this is also could be future, past, present, or future. But what I do see is this moon in reverse with this Knight of Cups. It does give me this energy that it's like, lovely nobody, I feel like you do want love in your life, right? You want to fall in love. You want to have this romantic, sweep you off of your feet energy. I feel like a lot of you may have pictured a relationship or something being very blissful and happy in a way. But this Lover's card with the Knight of Pentacles tells me that I feel like the Lover's card itself is a choice. It's a choice. It's a choice. And I feel like, lovely nobody, there could be two people in your life that are potentials, or two different things in your life that are potential or are a potential to you either tapping into, you either starting something with. So this could be love and business. This could be love and career, to where we have to make a choice which one we want to delve into, because we all know when we start a new relationship, time, right? Time. So maybe some of you are maybe in a fresh new relationship, or you looking to start something new, but maybe you also have a lot going on in business right now. Maybe you have an opportunity coming towards you that requires a lot more of your time at work, and maybe it's going to take you away from dating. I do feel like maybe some of you, again, have the choice to choose between two people in your life. And if that's the case, and what I mean is romantically, I feel like, lovely nobody, maybe you struggle because there's not enough information. You don't know a lot. I'm not going to say a lot. You don't know what you need to know, I feel, in order to maybe choose this person. I feel like maybe there's something here that you suspect. Maybe there's something here that you think is going to happen with you and a person, and this could be due to your past. So let's just say, in the past, maybe I had a relationship to where the other person didn't show up for me. The other person didn't put effort into developing the relationship. And maybe in the past, maybe you got hurt. Maybe things didn't work out how you wanted them to. But I feel like some of you are allowing your experiences of the past to maybe taint your present, and maybe some of you your future, because they're right above the Lovers. It's to move the F on card. Time to let go. So whatever happened to you before, maybe your last journey, you were in a relationship or some type of season or energy of maybe not feeling fully in your power, not maybe fully standing confidently in your power, lovely nobody. And I do feel like there's a lot of love that you have to give. There's a lot that you have to offer in a relationship. And I feel like a lot of you have been really working hard towards um, having stable relationships in your life. But I also feel like you have the opportunity to really figure out which one you want to focus on right now. So for a lot of you, maybe you are again wanting to start dating, but there's something or a level of business that you're trying to reach, because both of these knights have something in their hand. They both do. They both do. They're both offers. They're both offers. This could be, swift, and both swift energy. Okay. Also, there's some of you when it's stepping into the practical side of life. There could be some of you that are thinking about getting a car. Some of you might be having to choose between two different vehicles. Maybe some of you guys are car shopping. Maybe some of you guys have an issue with your vehicle, and maybe you need a second opinion on an estimate for something. But both of these knights definitely have something in their hands, something to offer. Now, what I will say is, lovely nobodies, when it comes to tarot, water in the tarot does symbolize emotions. And you see the water, you see how the horse is approaching the water in this Knight of Cups, but he's almost like holding back from stepping over that water. For me, it's almost like somebody, in order for some of you guys to reach another level in relationships. So basically, I guess your next relationship, if a lot of you are single and you're watching this, or if you're in a fresh relationship, or if you're about to take your relationship to the next level, I feel like there are a lot of you that it's like, you know what you want, and you know that you want to be happy. You know that you want to be in love, but you're a little bit afraid of getting it. You're afraid. You're a little afraid, right? There we go. You see the water. That horse does not want to step on that water. It's like, I don't want to cross over these emotions. There could be also someone here that you don't really like to show your emotions. Maybe some lovely nobody. You are in a relationship, or you were in an energy with someone, and maybe you just weren't sure how if somebody loved you, or if they cared about you. Somebody could be dealing with someone that has a hard time showing and expressing their emotions. There's also, even in the rebel cards, it's like this energy of somebody feeling like, just overall, you need the world, you need outside to tell you that you're good, that you're okay, that you're a great person, that you're beautiful, that you look great, that you look handsome. This is like, figure stuff out on your own. Like, if you're pissed at where you're at, stop taking yourself there. It's like being unhappy and unpleased with where our life is. And lovely nobody, if you're feeling that way, I just feel like there's a huge nudge, right? A huge nudge from spirit that we need to look at ourselves. One of these cards just says, like, it's not everyone else's fault, it's yours. That we have a part in where our life is. And I say that a lot to you guys, okay? Ancestors, I want to clarify these cards. Signs, guys, I have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, double on the Pisces for sure with this moon card. The Lovers is Gemini. You know, what do we do? Do we stay? Do we go? It's like the Adam and Eve story after they bit that apple. Like, ooh, God is coming. What are you going to do? Like, are we going to stick together? Are we going to stay together? Are we not? And then this Knight of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, right? So far we have earth, we have water, and a little bit of air, okay? I think I already said I feel like more air cards will come up tonight, but I do feel like there's this huge energy of, there's this need to step outside of maybe fear of getting hurt, maybe fear of things not working, maybe fear. And this is all from the past, because the first card out was get out of your head. Just somebody still goes over in their head what they already lost, what they already went through, how they already fell in that area of their life, how it already, right? It's past. It's still milk. We cannot change it. So I do feel like for your future lovely nobody, I do feel like for some of you guys, it is a time to kind of like take a pause. Maybe the Tower will show up tonight. It's like, which part of this that you're holding, right? Which part of all that stuff you have in that bag, which things in that bag that you have are good for your new journey, are good for your future, are able to be taken, right? It's like luggage being heavy. And Spirit is showing me flight. So when I get on flight, when we all get on flights, right? You have to, if you don't want to take a carry-on, or if you don't want to like pay for luggage, you can take a carry-on. It has to be a certain size or a certain weight. And if it's too big, you have to check it, right? Spirit was just showing me like where we do the baggage check. It's like, and I've seen so many times to where you get ready to get on the flight and people try to put their bag in like that carry-on, like the free bag. But I see a lot of people at that area taking things out of their bag, putting on extra clothes, putting on 4 or 5 shirts because their bag is too big because they're trying to fit it in that slot so that they don't have to pay for the luggage. That's what Spirit is showing me. Okay. So first of all, maybe some of you guys have flights coming up. Maybe you have a trip coming up. Maybe you are, are not sure about how baggage is handled. Maybe you have to do your due diligence about finding out how your baggage needs to go, how much it's going to cost. I do not know. But what I feel like the symbolic energy to that is, what do you need to take out of that bag, right? What you need to drop the baggage. Some of you carry baggage from your past lives, but you want a new life. Some of you are ready to start afresh. Some of you are, gung-ho for moving on. It's night energy. It's very swift. Now, what I can say is with both of these nights, it can be very impulsive. So impulsive when it comes to the Knight of Pentacles, maybe the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest but the steadiest moving knight. He's the most stable. But in the reverse, the Knight of Pentacles could be very lazy. He could be somebody that cuts corners. He could be someone that, takes forever to make a move to build towards something. Knight of Cups is a romanticizer, right? Like I love love. I like to have fun. I like to be very high vibrational, do very fun, loving things with people. But in the reverse, the Knight of Cups could be very emotional. Like if they get their feelings hurt, oh my God, they have this wounded ego. That the other side of the coin is like the wounded ego, being very emotionally manipulative. Okay. So what I'm saying is like, two sides to every coin, but I feel like Lovely Nobody, your biggest energy here is wanting to build, right? You wanting to build towards a new life. You wanting to build towards new relationships. You want to have new love in your life. You want to have new stability in your life, but your ancestors, spirit, the divine, Lover's card is in your energy. So you have to choose. There is love here, but I feel like for some of you, you're going to have to drop something for that to come in your life and be effective, for that to come in your life and be worth something and to be fruitful for you. I want to clarify these cards with the Light Seers deck. I'm going to clarify these cards with this deck. So the Lover's card is there. Spirit, why is that card there? It's just giving me this energy that I'm going to show you the card again. If you look at this card, all right, let's just really quickly. There's an angel, and the angel has his eyes closed, like, okay, guys, hey, come together, chill out. Hey, everybody come, just come here. We just need to have a conversation. That cloud under it gives me air energy. Air is communication. So for this card, it's like, I feel like Spirit, because this is major arcana, Spirit is about to bring something, maybe 2 people together. Maybe 2 worlds are going to collide, and Spirit wants to see how you guys communicate. Will this work? And I feel like you guys, whoever this is, you're going to have to choose, right? You're going to have to choose if this is what you want. I feel like the masculine in this relationship, possibly, that fire behind that man on this card, it does give me that there is this energy of impulse, fire, impulse. Very much, maybe this could be tempers flaring. Maybe this could be someone that, fights for their point or fights for their right in conversations. But even the female, she has it's a snake behind her. It's a green snake, however. But I think it's notoriously said, I think when it comes to the Bible, that the serpent tempted Eve first. And then like Eve, then I guess in turn, like tempted Adam, however it goes. I'm not like super like into like what the story actually was. But what I will say is it gives me this energy that, guys, if you are masculine, some of you are really worried about a woman controlling you. I get a lot of men, if men are watching tonight, I feel like one of your hiccups, one of, this non-trusting, this hidden energy, like, ooh, I don't trust it, is because I feel like some of you before have had women in your life that maybe demeaned you, maybe demasculated you, maybe didn't make you feel like a man, maybe disrespected you. I do feel like there's someone here that may not like it when their woman stands up for themselves. Maybe someone wants a female that is more submissive. I do feel like there's this energy. So a fire sign could come up tonight in the reading. Even with this Lover's card, I feel like you see that mountain between the two of them. It's almost like a wedge between us. I keep hearing like a wedge between us. So Lovely Nobody, if this is you and your person, there could be something or someone coming between you and your relationship with this person. Spirit is telling you to get after that shit. The world has your back. Figure it out on your own. So maybe you are like, oh, I don't want to make a move in a situation or an area of my life until I figure out what they're doing or how they're going to move or what's their next move. And it's like, no. With no further information, like that's like the Two of Swords energy, being at that crossroads. With all the information that you have today about this topic, this person, this thing that you want to do, this person that you want to walk away from, this thing that you want to walk away from, with no further information, choose. Right? So some of you guys, that's where it is. Spirit, why is the Lovers there? World in reverse. The World in the reverse, what's behind it? The King of Wands. I told you fire was here. King of Wands with the World in the reverse and the Lovers. The Lovers just clarified the Lovers card. The Lovers here twice, okay? This could be a Gemini, definitely in this reading. Gemini has shown up twice. This is a Gemini card. 2 different decks, same thing. It's like there's this energy where we cannot separate from each other. It's like, could be twin flame energy also. It's like every time I try to like distance myself from you, it's like we keep coming back together. I keep thinking of you. My thoughts are just entranced with, feelings and emotion about you. There's someone here that's like that, loving nobody. And even with the King of Wands in the reverse, with this World in the reverse, some of you have had a cycle, a season, a journey with the fire sign. I feel like World is also, it gives me possibly fixed sign energy, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, right? Possibly can be. I feel like there's a Leo here for sure. But lovely nobody, what I will say, and it's so crazy. Remember earlier when I was saying eat with the rainbow, I'll turn it up so you can see it. Eat with the rainbow. You have this card at the bottom of her dress. It looks like a rainbow. So what I said about the food and the eating thing, take that. That's a golden nugget. Eat with the rainbow. Eat foods that are colors of the rainbow. You will not go wrong. Some of you are going to heal yourself by eating healthier foods. I already know that. And that can be part of this choice. Tonight's reading is heavily about a choice because the Lovers has shown up twice. So I definitely feel like Spirit is like encouraging you to make a choice in a lot of areas of your life. This it goes from like physically to mentally, choose, to even in love, choose. Because someone here has people that they don't trust. Maybe some of you don't trust yourself. Like, I don't trust my own judgment. I don't trust my own feelings and my emotions because I'm just scattered and all over the place, right? Knight of Pentacles, I already said the other side of the coin of that night could be very scattered energy. Both nights in the reverse could be very scattered energy, okay? So just know that, lovely nobody. What in your life do you feel like Spirit is encouraging you to choose in? Because I feel like whatever it is, they're going to assist you with it. Whatever it is, your gang is going to do all that they can to make sure that, they're sending you in those downloads and that they're working with you, right, to either clean up these shadows that you have in your life. I feel like a lot of you do have shadows when it comes to love. Lovely nobody, I do feel like there is this inconsistent fire sign in one of your energies, like inconsistent fire sign that I feel like this is like needing to move on to better relationships that are more stable, but we are not, because that World in the reverse is like the cycle is not completed, right? Someone here is like, I feel like loving nobody that you don't trust or you didn't trust in the past. You thought that they were lying and they were. Someone in your past, I feel like, did a lot of manipulating in the past. So some of you either were manipulators on your past journey, your past season, and your past cycle in your life. And there's some of you that want only healthy, only people who are going to choose you too. You know what I'm saying? Some of you had people who you chose all the time. You chose the friend, you chose the higher road, you took the road less traveled by, but the person that you were doing it with always took the low road, always was like, oh, she got it. Oh, Christy good. Like, she don't need my help. She could put all the effort into making this friendship or whatever this is work. So lovely nobody, again, figure out who those posers and players are in your life. But I do feel like there's this energy because this King of Wands in the upright stands in this power. It's like, hey, I'm coming for life by the balls. I am not waiting on anyone to come and tell me that I have the wherewithal to do something or that I have the power to do something. But in the reverse, the King of Wands is very, again, non-confident, very, I feel like this person is very vain, okay? So I do feel like there's this energy of some of you guys were with someone that before that was very superficial and very vain. I do feel like there was a person here that if you it's like if you didn't mesh with what was going on in their world, lovely nobody, it's either that they either ignored you, they stopped talking to you, they quickly ended the text conversation, they just stopped talking altogether. And you got to watch out for those kind of people who just stop talking when you have a difference of opinion with them. That's one of the best ways I will say to judge the character of someone, when you guys don't agree. When you guys have a topic that you don't agree on, how you discuss that and how someone reacts to you when you don't agree with them, that is one huge way to tell a lot about their character, right? You know, did they get mad at you? Do they say that you cry? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, are you crazy for this? So they don't validate your feelings. They shame you maybe about some of the ways that you feel. Again, figure out who these people are in your life, lovely nobody. This lovers has shown up twice now on your reading. So I think it goes without saying that some of you guys have multiple people in your energy that you need to choose between. Some of you guys need to really choose to let that past go, because I feel like the past was very inconsistent. This past wanted you to keep coming back, and I feel like they still want you to come back now, lovely nobody. And I feel like there's a part of you, a toxic part of you. And I'm telling you, with all of the rebel cards that came out, first of all, the fact that the rebel deck came out altogether tells me that you're either about to entertain, or you're thinking about someone from your past that is just toxic, going towards someone that you had no boundaries with in the past. You don't have them with them now. And when you get back with them or go back towards them or go back to it, you again will not have boundaries on you unless you heal that. Because the number one tarot card that we started out was the moon in the reverse. So it just gives me this energy that somebody might go back towards something not all the way fully trusting it. And lovely nobody, wasn't that us in our last season? And isn't that what we did, last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago? Isn't that where we were before? Just like giving people the pass, not having boundaries with people, just letting people use and abuse us, just over giving us situations and then getting mad when people did us how they did us. It's like you got what you got, or we got what we got, because we allowed certain things, because we let ourselves, right, not stand in our own power. And so what I'm saying is, for some of you, you know that you have this inkling of a feeling about maybe going back towards something or a behavior, a belief system, or towards a person that I just heard damn well. Damn well they not doing no better with their life, okay? So who is that for you, lovely nobody? Right, who is it? Tell me more, Spirit, about these nights. There's 2 nights here in your readings, lovely nobody. I do feel like there's this energy to where a lot of us are really building now. A lot of us are really working hard on our happiness, on our emotional stability, on our physical, our money. But I do feel like also there's this energy of youthfulness, right? So maybe for some of you in your life, I already said that there's a choice in love coming towards some of you. Maybe some of you have love coming towards you, but maybe it's coming in the form of someone who is younger than you. Right. So maybe some of you have your person is going to be younger than you, or they already are. Right. Or for some of you, this could be to where whoever you're about to date or whatever you're about to embark upon, it is going to help you to tap into your youth a lot. It will make you feel very youthful and very vibrant. I feel like someone's past relationship, they did not feel as beautiful or as handsome or as supported or as loved as they wanted to feel. And there's this part of that same person that wants a new life and a different life, but you know that you didn't get it before because of something that had to do with you. That's what I'm saying. Even there's a card here that says it's not everyone else's fault, it's yours. You are a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. So some of you have even blamed others or blamed life, right? Blamed your belief system, blamed it on them who did it 15 years ago to you, as to why you haven't changed in an area of your life. Yes, they did what they did to you. Yes, they said what they said. Yes, the trauma is real, but healing is our responsibility. One of my mentors, she says this all the time. Healing is our responsibility, okay? Why are these 2 nice in this reading, Spirit? One flipped over in my hand. My hand flipped over. 6 of Wands reversed. That King of Wands. 6 of Wands. I asked why the Knights were here. 6 of Wands reversed. 3 of Pentacles. And the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. So first of all, you got 4 6s in your reading, lovely nobody. You guys might have been seeing 666, 6666, the number 6, repeating 6s if you have. This is your reading. I'm sorry. This is your reading. This is a 6. All right. So the Lovers is the number 6. We got the Lovers twice. I keep picking up that 3 of Pentacles. I keep picking up this 3 of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is here, and the Six of Wands is here, okay? So lovely nobody, I do feel like there is this energy, because the Three of Pentacles is the only one that showed up in the upright. So I will say, lovely nobody, in business, for some of you guys, you're going to take the route of the business path, okay? Now, what I will say is, lovely nobody, for some of you, this is going to be a very lucrative thing for you, because you're going to have a lot of learning as well as a lot of money come into your pocket. So some of you might be starting a new job. Some of you might be going to some trainings for new jobs. Even when I was talking about planes earlier, some of you guys might have to fly to go do some type of job training, maybe this year. If that's you, this is your reading. I do feel like, lovely nobodies, a lot of you are really building up your familial wealth, right? You're building up your knowledge. Hi, Shelby. Thank you so much for coming in. Give me 1 second and I'll let you go ahead and put your question there, and then I'll answer in just a second. But yes, so there's a lot of Knight's energy in the reading. And what I feel like is there's this opportunity to really like chase after what we want. There's this opportunity to really go for, that financial stability that we want. Is this us needing to go and get financial knowledge? Is this some of us, finishing school and going through school or going through like some type of schooling to get that position to where it pays higher? It's like moving up the financial ladder. But again, some of you guys, when it comes to romance, the Taurus, the Virgo, the Capricorn, so the earth sign potentially, maybe for you is a more stable energy. I feel like there's this energy with this Six of Wands, and there's this King of Wands, both in the reverse. I feel like there's a fire sign in your past, lovely nobodies, that just can't get over you. And I feel like their energy in a way is still on you. I feel like there's this energy, and this could also be, if this is not romance, this could be something that someone didn't take action towards in the past, and maybe it's coming back around. This could be some of you guys, you guys start things and not finish them, right? So if that's you, maybe this is your ancestors and spirit and source, whatever you want to call it, saying, hey, stop starting things and not finishing them, or only start the things that you know that you're going to fulfill yourself in, that you're really going to work hard towards, the things that you really are going to be disciplined in. Okay. Hi, Jolene. Is it Jolene? Thank you so much for coming in. I'm great. Welcome to everybody that's already here. We appreciate you all for being here. And I'm just tapping into what your ancestors want you to know. And I really, really feel like a lot of you in romance, you guys have the opportunity to choose, or some of you guys are going to have options, or you already got them now. And I feel like for what's in your life, I feel like Spirit is like, stop thinking about it. The first card was get out of your head. Stop thinking about it with no further information, with no further knowing anything else about anything. Choose. What is it? Who is it? Should I go towards them? If somebody proposed to you, are you going to say yes? Or are you going to say no? If somebody wants to, start a partnership with a job for you, whatever this is, the choice is here twice. You got the Lovers here 2 times from 2 separate decks telling you there's a choice. All right. Shelby, you saying, is it possible for friends I thought were friends to put any kind of magic? Absolutely. Absolutely. Magic is encompassed in so many things, but what I will say, and in my description box of all of my channel, it says the very last line is everyone has psychic ability. Okay. And I feel like one big thing about psychic development is that it behooves us, since we all have the power to be manipulated by energy and we manipulate with our energy, it behooves us to learn more about psychic energy. And what I'm saying is so many of us already walk around misusing our gifts. And what I'm trying to tell you, Shelby, is that, yes, people misuse their gifts a lot, but a lot of times, not just, the beautiful light spirits of the universe are listening. There's also dark forces in the universe that are also listening. And sometimes people really know how to use what we call black magic. And the way that I explain that a lot, if you guys have been here for a while already, is like when people are purposefully not working with the light, right? Working in darkness with darkness purposefully, either with a tainted heart. I'm doing it with tainted energy. I'm doing it with an ulterior motive. And I'm either doing chants, affirmations, spells, anything like that, and tainted energy. Now, I'm not saying that it will or won't work. And I'm not saying that the person that is going towards won't do a reverse or return to sender prayer or affirmation. But what I'm saying is a lot of people in their dark energies use magic on people. So yes, it is very possible for people who you thought were friends. And what I will say to even that, you knew that if you are asking me that question, I feel like a part of you somewhere, if you think about it, go back, right? There was a part of you that knew maybe they weren't true friends. There was a part of you that maybe knew that you were a better friend than they were to you, possibly. So I feel like even with this card saying, it's not everyone else's fault, it's ours. It's like, how did that friend get so close to us without me seeing, without me knowing, without me realizing not how terrible that they were, but maybe how divisive or how nasty or how nasty or how fake, whatever this is. Guys, we see these things coming, and I say that all the time. A lot of us see these things coming with the people around us. It's like when something falls down with a friend, a family member, a lover, when you get out of it, a part of you was like, I seen that shit coming. I seen it. I knew it was coming. Right? So there's a part of us that tells ourselves that. So what I'm saying is I feel like one huge message and nudge within that is the spirit is like, sometimes let's slow down, right? We get so deep into our friendships and like, oh my God, this is like the best friend. We dress like we like the same colors, we like to eat the same things. They're cool to hang out with. But then there's something that they do, or there's something that you hear them say when you're having conversations with them. It just doesn't sit right with your soul. So it's like you hear that, you don't say anything about it. And I'm not saying judge these people, but guys, we need to be very on a level. You should be able to analyze the people in your life properly. And that's however that is for you. That's in whatever way it works for you. I feel like there is not necessarily a wrong or a right way in certain areas to do certain things, but you have to figure out how you can tell who the real and genuine people are in your life and how they're not. You need to speak with your ancestors, and you need to speak with your spirits. Like, God, highlight the people for me who are not for me, who are against me. The people who speak in rooms that I am not in, and they speak negatively against me. And guys, be specific, because if our friends are using magic on us, we have to know how to use our magic as well, right? So for me, I'm very specific when it comes to my spirits, and I'm like, spirits, if there's someone around me that comes towards me that has a tainted heart, that has a hidden agenda, just has this or that, I want you to turn the aura that's around them dark purple. Turn it a dark purple color, and I will know. Like, that will be my first nudge. Hey, there's something to this person. There's something to why they're coming to you. There's something to why they're texting you. There's a reason why. You will know. So what I'm saying is figure out how to work with your spirits and do that, okay? So yes, magic is all around. So I feel like it behooves all of us to really get behind our own magic, right? Learn how to use your own psychic abilities, because we all have it. We all have had it. We have just been desensitized, I feel, to using it. Some of us are better at using it. Some of us are born with gifts that are just maybe supersede maybe a lot of other people's. But at the end of the day, we all have the ability to tap into frequency. Okay. You're so welcome, Shelby. You are so welcome. Let's continue to move on with this reading. Spirit, why is this mood in the reverse? I feel like for a lot of you guys tonight, I feel like it goes without saying this message, ties in a lot to the last readings that we had. And I feel like tonight Spirit is really telling me, even with the Rebel deck coming out, it's like, Christy, they're not doing what they want to do, right? They're not walking away from that friend that they want to walk away. It's like they want to do it, Christy. They really do. They listen to your videos. They listen to other readers. They read their affirmations, but they still got that toxic friend in their energy. They still got that toxic lover. They still won't leave that horrible marriage. They're not in love with their person, and they're not telling them. There's a lot of that here. They don't trust their person, but they still with them. They don't believe anything that they say, but they're still with them. They have toxic family members who lie to them all the time, but they don't have boundaries with them, okay? Why is this moon here, Spirit? Clarify that moon, please. Temperance. Temperance with the Four of Cups, okay? Oh, and the King of Pentacles. Okay. So I'm like, where do I start? Okay. Lovely Nobodies, for some of you guys, I do feel like there is someone in your energy that I feel like there's someone, or there is an energy that wants to come towards you that I feel like you're rejecting, or an energy that wants to come into your life, and I feel like you reject it. This Temperance card with the moon in reverse, it tells me that a lot of times, Lovely Nobody, you are not sure who to trust. You're not. You're not sure who to trust. And maybe it's because maybe so much in your life you've been rejected by people that you gave your love to, that you really put work in towards, working for. This could have been to a company, to a partnership, whatever this is. I do feel like in the past, I feel like you didn't know who you could trust. And I feel like now, even with this King of Pentacles energy, a lot of you really have just been focused, maybe not so much on relationships, but maybe more on business, maybe more on building up your family, maybe more on building up your own stability. But then in the back of your mind, in the back of your head, it's like, I really want to be able to trust somebody that's stable, someone that is supportive, someone that has my back and I have theirs. That Lovers, I already said, is a choice. You see these two? In this card, they're like all in each other's face. It's like, ain't no effing way that anybody's going to come between me and you, that anybody is going to, break what we have coming down. But you remember the first day when I first pulled the Lovers? You remember I already talked about the wedge between you guys. So I do feel like there's two relationships, maybe that you have, maybe the one in the past, there was this huge wedge between you guys. There was a huge communication issue between us. There's clouds right there. Clouds are air. Air is communications, how we speak, what we're talking about, what we're not saying. Even with the female, she has the snake behind her. The man, he has fire. So it's like, oh my God, like when it comes to the communication between the two of us, it's just so fiery. It's so impulsive. Maybe it would be, maybe before in the past, you just jumped in maybe to just like things with people possibly. But even in this card, there's a huge difference in two different decks. And I love the way these two artists drew these cards. Huge difference. For some of you guys, the person that you're with might be of a different race than you are. But I just heard that song by Beyonce. Is it 1+1? Yeah, 1+1 by Beyonce. Thank you, Jolene. I'm glad you like it. Someone still in my life I don't trust or believe is going to stay in love with who they were, but stuck with who. Exactly. And I don't know if you were listening when I came in, when I said you cannot unsee who a person is. When a person is already, when they didn't think you were analyzing and listening and channeling and tapping into what they were saying and who they were, you heard them say something at a point. You didn't agree with it. You saw them do something. It was the behavior that you saw. So that's what I'm saying. You have to trust your own discernment and your own intuition with who people are now in your life. And guys, I'm not telling you guys to not go back towards anybody from your past. But what I am saying is your past, it's called the past for a reason. Now, for some of you guys, the world is in the reverse. So there is the energy of like not completing a cycle. So I don't know if this is spirit saying you actually have not finished what you started out to do in an area of your life. Maybe this is someone that wants to come towards you and they feel like me and you are not done. I can't let this go. I'm not over what happened between me and you. I want this to keep going. I still want to be your best friend. But I feel like loving nobody's for the most part. I think what spirit is saying here, no matter what another person does, no matter what another person says, you choose. You choose. What's for your highest good? You choose. Some of you guys got friends all in your face. All in your face. Just all in your face. Maybe they're lying. Maybe you got a lover in your life and maybe they lie to you. They lie right to your face, possibly. Let's see. I'm an only child and I never really have a friend, one I can call. And listen, honestly, I think we all have these moments to where we do feel alone, where we do feel like we don't have the energy to really step outside, right? And allow people in. But what I will say is we all, for in both of these cards, I mean, I think it goes without saying that two is better than one. But I feel like if we go a little, let's delve a little more into that saying. Two is better than one when the two are healthy, when the two are all in, when the two want to choose each other over and over and over and over and over again. Okay. Lovely nobodies, we cannot be in this energy of, I just heard know your worth, then add tax. I think I saw that on Instagram. It's like a post that I saw or a meme I saw. Spirit, I just saw that meme. So I feel like Spirit is saying, like some of you guys maybe did not realize your worth in season 1 of your life, right? We on season 2 now. We're in season 2 and it's a new production team. It's a new director of the show. And what I'm saying is in this journey in season 2, so in season 1, right? Maybe you guys can get on the same page. Maybe you can get on the same page with your person. Maybe you couldn't choose that thing that was right for you. There was always something in between why you couldn't, or in the way of why you couldn't get or, achieve the level of that you wanted to. Season 2, Season 2 of your life. You are the director. You have a huge input in all of the shots, in the script, in the everything. Okay. So I don't even know why I'm talking about scripts and shooting. Maybe you guys are actors. Maybe some of you guys are in film or movie production. Maybe or some of you guys are hugely into reality TV. I feel like a lot of that energy. I feel like somebody in your energy, lovely nobody, they're very distraught that you don't want to give them attention. They're very distraught that you're not like in their ass. Like, so, and maybe this is because you were before. Somebody is so bothered that you're not checking for them. Because you're not. The four of cups just tells me is like, I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time to come back around you, to get hurt again, to get unloved again, to be left unsupported again. And I feel like even last message when we talked to you guys, I said, lovely nobody, someone from your past wants to come back, but they're not coming back different. They're coming back the same. They're coming back with the same tainted energy. They're coming back with the same unhealed traumas. They're coming back with the blame game, playing the victim. Yes, that's it. So that's how you know the videos for you, Jillian. When you said that, I just posted that code. Exactly. Know your worth and add tax. Because people in our life before, we cannot unsee what they already did to us. You got me effed up if you think I'm going to come back towards you thinking that you're going to be, and I'm not saying people can't change. What I'm saying is, guys, you have to know these things for within yourself. And I feel like that's why a lot of us, maybe this past few months, have been on a solo journey, have been spending a lot more time to ourselves, because Spirit really wants us to get to know us. Spirit really wants us to get to know how we feel about certain things, how we feel about the people in our life, what we want to put on today, what we want to eat today. Because once you spend so much time in solitude, you know what you like. Once you know what you want, you know what you don't want. And when you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. Okay. That's one of the quotes that I love from Abraham Hicks. I watch her videos almost every morning. They're literally 14 minutes, guys. She is a lady on, there's a bunch of YouTubes. I think she has a channel. It's called Abraham Hicks. The most profound videos. But she says that once you know what you want, you know what you don't want. And when you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. And if you could just stick with that and over and over and over again and don't unsee any of it, then we will stop allowing people to hurt our feelings and us not saying anything. We will stop allowing people to demean us, disrespect us, and, devalue us and not say anything and not move on it. We will allow people to be in rooms speaking about people negatively, and we will sit and we will listen. Like we will stop doing these things, guys. When you know your worth and you add tax, you don't allow certain energies. And some of you guys got to be so bold that you in the middle of the whole room with your drink and everything, just like a whole dramatic, that's my cue to get up and walk away. And not because you're trying to be funny, because you really want these people to stop having these negative conversations, gossiping about people's lives. And none of these people are in the room, right? Some of you guys just don't want to be around toxic energy anymore, okay? You too, Shelby. Thank you so much for coming in. Listen, guys, know that the world has your back. This card says, get after that shit. The world has your back. I feel like, guys, no matter what you want from the universe, all of us have the power to get it, to have it. I just think that if you've moved on from something in your life, because I feel like either now or just recently or coming up, a lot of you guys are going to be faced with a choice, and it's going to be in love, in happiness, in joy, in bliss. You're going to have to choose. And I feel like, again, in the past, you choose what made you maybe just feel good, but it wasn't good, right? I just heard, is this one of my grandma? It's one of my I can't remember one of my ancestors. They're passed, but it's like an old saying. It's like everything that looked good to you ain't good for you. Okay. Maybe that's for someone. Everything that looks good to you guys is not for you guys. So maybe you guys are, even with this King of Wands energy and this love is all in your face, like maybe some of you guys in the past have gone towards things that just like look really beautiful, really good, like, or people that are just really handsome, really beautiful, really sexy, have nice bodies, have nice cars, have nice things, but their soul was empty. They had no soul, or they had no real boundaries, or they didn't have like any real support system growing up, so they grow up detached and non-trusting of everyone. Okay, so I feel like a huge thing for your next journey, lovely nobody, or this current journey that you own, even with the pentacles being here, do things that are stable, put practical moves. So I feel like you have to sixes are also about balance. Even that temperance card talks a lot about balance. It's like being able to almost be an alchemist of our energy in a way, knowing when to put full steam ahead, and knowing when to hold back, knowing when to say, you know what, I think in this situation, my stance on it or my opinion or the thing that I want to do probably will be the best for everyone. And there's sometimes you have to be like, you know what, I think that your opinion or the thing that you want or your way of doing it is better. It's like knowing when and knowing how to balance out our energies, okay? So I feel like with all these balanced numbers, sixes all over your reading tonight, I feel like Spirit is telling you guys, listen, I know that maybe your energy has been a little up and down lately. I know maybe you've been going, a little bit back and forth about where you want to be in life, where you're trying to go in life. Some of you guys are still in your head about where you're trying to go, that you ain't going nowhere because all you're doing is think, thinking. Let's see. I almost gaslight about saying I know my worth and deserve more, but you and Spirit have just reminded me you have to choose. Exactly. You have to choose yourself and your love only because, and I said this in your last video. So Jolie, when you get into these energies where you're like, I don't know if I'm on the right path. Is this the right path that Spirit wants me on? Should I be doing this? I feel like a lot of times if we just turn around, this is like my energetic, check myself. I turn around and every time I turn around, there's nobody there. Okay. I just do it. I just do it to remind myself you are one of one. It is you. It is you. It is you. There's nobody on your stage of life but you. You're the only one that has ever had the mic. So the only reason anyone in your life had a mic is because you handed it to them, right? Because guys, we have free will. We have control over what we allow, how our script is written, how we play that script out in our life, how we act it out. So what I'm saying is if you realize that you've had much more control of your own life than you've had in the past, then you can't unsee what I'm saying. You can't unhear what I'm saying also tonight either. So it kind of behooves you in a way to say to yourself, oh, okay, I have much more control over this whole entire thing called life than I thought I did. And I actually can choose to no longer deal with these people. I actually can choose to not be in this toxic marriage or this toxic relationship anymore. Nobody will understand. Nobody will get it. My whole family will probably look at me crazy from walking away from that relationship of 15 years, but I don't feel loved in it. I don't feel supported in it. And no one knows that. So for a lot of you guys, some of the choices and decisions that you guys are going to have to make, you're going to look crazy doing. You are going to look crazy. But here's the thing. I would rather look crazy than feel crazy. You get what I'm saying? I would rather look crazy to the world that don't even understand me. You don't know my experiences. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what steam, what smoke, what pressure, what blood, what sweat, what tears I had to walk through, get through. How many periods of my life where I had to be alone and was left alone and was abandoned and had nothing and no one, right? So they don't know your story, right? So it behooves you for us to kind of take them out. All of these people, right, that we think have a play. I don't want to say this or that because they might think this or that. I don't want to leave them because of this or that. Listen, guys, if we really get behind and start really thinking about how many choices and decisions that we have not made because we were so fearful and so worried about what others would think, we would be much more further in life. Honestly, think that about yourself. Think that to yourself, okay? So, guys, tonight I feel like huge message. Get out of your head and make a move. Get out of your head and choose what you want to do. Because I feel like the moment you choose, I feel like Spirit is like, all right, we got the ball moving. And even when I'm shuffling now, the Emperor and the Hierophant, two major arcanas, sit at the bottom of your deck, okay? I know that some of you guys have a proposal, have a marriage coming to you, a higher level of commitment with someone. There's some of you guys that in business, you have a higher level of success coming towards you. But I feel like for a lot of you, there's a part of you that really needs to understand, first of all, if you've done the work, for those of you who have done the work, Lovely Nobodies, you deserve this. You deserve this. You deserve this. You're so welcome, Jolene. You're so welcome. Never doubt yourself. You trust yourself. When I was in psychic development, my teacher would always tell us no, you can't use you don't know in this class. You trust yourself. Maybe you don't know what exactly something is, but you know that it's there. You have the feeling of, ooh, I don't know why I just got on guard, but I did. You don't ignore that, okay? So I feel like, guys, whatever you can do to really strengthen and tap into your psychic development this week, do it. I feel like one huge thing is raising your vibration because your psychic abilities are very much heightened when you're in a high vibration. Listen to the most beautiful music this week, right? Do things that make your soul smile. and only do things that make your soul smile. If you got a job that you don't really like going to, and you know that you can't really walk away from this job at this moment, then you have to figure out, right? You got to have a Monday morning board meeting with self and say, look, self, at this moment, it's not practical for me to leave this job or to be able to leave this job right now at this moment. So I have to wrap it around my head that I have to be here today, right? And for my vibration to be higher, it's almost like you have to pick the parts of your job and of your work and the things that you see. I don't care if there's the people at your job you hate, but you sit at a window and outside of that window is the most beautiful trees. You need to focus on those trees throughout the day when you're at that job that you hate. It's almost like, when I talked about a few videos ago, fake it till you make it. Sometimes we got to be delusional in our belief that things are going to get better. Sometimes we have to be so delusional that we're going to be our most abundant, our most healthy, our most wealthy, and our most successful, even when we can't see it, right? The intangible is not always here. Things that are tangible, we can't always see them, right? I don't know if this friend is going to be a friend that I can trust. I don't know. I don't know if this relationship is going to be one. You have to use your discernment, right? And the moment that something happens that knocks you out of line, it's like you can't unsee that, so move on that. So I feel like a lot of you guys who are worried about trust, who have trust issues, I feel like if you really tap into that, I feel like your trust issues are more with yourself. It's not that you don't trust the people, because people are going to be how they are, right? You weren't put here to trust people. You were put here to trust yourself. So if you have an issue with trusting people, I feel like if you delve into that, you'll see that you don't trust yourself more to walk away from people when they do you wrong. That's really what it is. It's not that I don't trust them. I don't trust myself to just cut them off when they do some dumb shit. I don't trust myself. I don't trust myself to have boundaries and tell them when they hurt my feelings and when I need them to listen to me or to understand something or to, see where I'm coming from. So again, think about what's behind why you don't trust people. Because I feel like when you do that and you go down the road a little bit and you open a few more doors, you'll see that it's more that you don't trust yourself, that you would just truly walk away from something that's not for your highest good, right? Advice. Spirit, what advice and messages do you have for my lovely nobodies today? 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands. Forward, focus, movement. All right? Moving forward. And I feel like it's quickly moving forward. So I do feel like, lovely nobody, maybe some of you guys after watching this, or maybe what I'm saying tonight, maybe a lot of things have clicked off for you. Maybe Spirit has given you downloads maybe all throughout the week. And you're like, just how Jolene was saying, I just brought up, and I said, Spirit showed me that meme, that emoji that just says know your worth and add text. And you guys can see it in the chat. She posted that this week. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. When those little clicky moments happen, it's the very first way that you know that spirits were listening to you. Spirits see your life. They know what you're dealing with. They know what you're going through. Yes, I'm a conduit when you guys come through here on Saturdays. I'm a conduit in the light, and I allow them to use you. But I feel like the biggest thing, that the reason why I do what I do here is to allow you guys to be confirmed in what you already knew. A lot of you guys got confirmation on messages tonight that you already knew. Okay, so just with that, know that you're able to tap into source energy, right? What's the advice, Spirit? High Priestess in reverse, right? Forward movement on the things that you don't trust yourself on. Forward movement on the things that you feel are hidden. Forward movement when it comes to areas of your life where you feel like you cannot check something, because the High Priestess in the upright, and I feel like she came up in the reverse the last reading as well. The last video we did Saturday. She's the same card, Pisces again. So there could be a Pisces here. This is also fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sag was very heavy in the reading tonight. Gemini was as well with those 2 lover cards. Pisces is here in the reverse, okay? High Priestess in the reverse. Is it before? This is like moving forward, moving past. And I feel like these 2 cards are telling me, I ask for advice. Spirit is saying, move past and move forward from anything or anyone that you allow to have your own voice. Anything or anyone that you allow to keep you from trusting your own intuition. Anything or anyone that keeps you from trusting yourself, okay? I do feel like for a lot of you, there's been this flip-flop energy. And I even said that earlier. It's like this flip-flop going back and forth energy. Like, am I doing the right thing? Am I making the right choice? Should I leave this person? Should I not? Should I just quit this job? Do they have an issue with me at work? It's like there's this going back and forth. But I said, with all of the energy, nobody's really making a move, okay? What do you need to make a move on in your life, right? Because something in your life needs to be balanced out. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with choosing or making a choice in an area of your life. For a lot of you, it is love. So this is either making a choice physically between two people that you're dealing with, making a choice in the relationship that you're in now, if you are with the person, right? So is this spirit saying you need to make a choice to treat your person better? You need to make a choice to walk away from your person. You need to make a choice to propose to that person, take your relationship to a higher level because your relationship is gaining traction. You guys are becoming more stable. You need to make a choice to walk away from a job that no longer serves you. You need to make a choice. There's a choice that needs to be made. You need to make a choice to walk away or to drop the belief system that you had in your old life to where you couldn't be loved. There's a belief system that some of you guys have that love isn't real and that you can't be loved by a person like fully and truly, and that's just not true. But I feel like what Spirit is saying is, in order to have this forward movement and in order for your movement to be effective, you got to choose to trust your own self. The good, the bad, the ugly. Choose your own self. It's like, damn, I would rather bet on me than anyone else in this world. And it is crazy. We were in the car today and we were driving. It was me, my sister, who is here from North Carolina, and my oldest daughter, who is 23. And we were in the car and I was like, right now in this car is the two people that I trust more in the world than anyone. I trust you two more than anyone in this world. And it's almost like loving nobody. You have to just know that there are things in your life that you just can trust, that you don't even have to really wrestle too much with your discernment with, because you just know these things. And that's what I'm saying. You need to choose who really doesn't keep you from trusting your own self. You need to choose and move forward in areas of your life to where you feel like, and for a lot of you are afraid to go towards the unknown, what's hidden. Like, I don't want to, like, I want love and I want to start dating this person, but I'm so scared of this, or that. Listen, like, jump, take the leap, take the leap. Because the moment that you see something that you don't like, the moment that the movie becomes horrible for you, you can get up out of the theater and walk. And I'm talking about your life when I say that, okay? Butter. But why are you on my feed if you don't read single signs? That's why I'm asking. This is confusing. Why are you on my feed? I don't know why I'm on your feed. I don't know how I came up on your feed, but I'm glad that you're here, Butter. I'm not sure. I don't read single signs. I read a collective. So if you're looking for single signs, there might be another reader that you could watch. But yeah, I read a collective. So sometimes I do single signs. That was last year. I did that a lot. And maybe that's something that we can tap into. But I don't know why I'm on your feed. I'm glad I'm on your feed. You can stay here if you'd like. If you want to go to a reader that has single readings, you could do that as well. Or you could stay and listen. But we read a collective here. So if it jumps out to you, these are messages for your highest good. So if it jumps out to you and it resonates with you, then that's good. But if you feel like there's a reader that you're looking for a particular sign on, feel free to reach out to those readers. But guys, know that for you, this journey, I feel like there's a lot of forward movement that needs to happen in your life. And I feel like it's up to you guys to choose what areas, right? Do we need to move forward from a group of people? Do we need to move forward in a business choice or decision? Do we need to move forward? Like I said, some of you guys have been dating a person for forever, but you haven't asked them to marry you. And I feel like for at least a couple of you, your person possibly is just like, when are they going to propose to me? Like, how long am I going to keep waiting? And that could have been what that whole being in your head thing was about. That whole moon thing is about. Like, some of you, I feel like there's this energy of like, do they really love me? Do they really care about me? Am I effective in their life? Do they see me in the energy of being their spouse or their committed person? I feel like a lot of you guys have been thinking that lately, or this could be the energy of someone that is just like, what about myself is keeping me from being in a stable relationship? So whatever it is that is on your soul that has to do with that. The Lovers came out twice. So again, there's a choice. You're so welcome, Butter. We appreciate you for coming so much, and we love you so much, and we appreciate your journey. And I hope your journey is like a very abundant one. Okay. So just know that whether you stay here or go see other readers or not, we are glad that you are here. But guys, totally up to you. You are the director of your life. You're the director of your documentary. There's no one here that can choose for you but you. And if you've given someone else the mic to your life, you need to go back and get it, right? Some of us need to do cleansing. My sisters are here today. I sent the last for they're not cord cutting ceremonies, literally. Like, I cut off any ties to anyone in the past, right? I cut off any negative belief systems that I had about money from the past out of here. I cut away anything that is keeping me from getting to my soul's growth at my highest level, right? Do cord cutting ceremonies if you have to. Whatever rituals you need to do. I already told you guys, as much as you can do to get in the highest vibration this week, the higher your vibration is, the more that spirit can work with you. I'm telling you, eat those colors of the rainbow this week. Listen to the most beautiful music that makes you just feel good. I don't care if it has lyrics or not. If you are listening to lyrics, make sure that they're not negative lyrics. Make sure if you're looking for a husband or you want to be married, that we're not listening to it's just another sad love. Not saying that that song is not great, but I'm saying energy is real, right? That's why they call it spelling, right? Words are spells and spelling. You got to watch what you listen to and watch what you watch. You got to watch what comes out of your mouth. So all I'm saying is, if you're out here trying to be a wife or you're out here trying to be a husband, don't be listening to certain songs that are about sadness and about the breakup and about all of these things that you already overcame or that were in your last season. Watch what you listen to. Okay. So lovely nobodies, this is your video. This is the reading that I have for you tonight. If anything on this video resonated with you, and I hope that it did, I already said click like, click share, click subscribe. If you want to get a reading from me, reach out to me. My information is in the description box of this video. Follow us on @lovelyknowbody on Instagram. But guys, until next Saturday, we're going to be here every Saturday as long as we can with our ancestors and just finding out what they want you to know. And again, Butter, I am taking your words into consideration. Maybe I will incorporate more videos where I can read singles readings. Guys, if you want me to do not singles readings on single signs, like let me know. I mean, I would love, I'm not really trying to be like a whole bunch of other readers out here. I just do what I do. But if you guys are interested in just certain signs readings, like send me messages or put that in the chat or put it in the comments when you watch my videos, and I'll see what type of attention it gets and I'll submit it to my spirits and we'll see what we'll do from there. But guys, until the next reading, I love you guys so much. You guys are so beautiful. I'm so glad that you guys are trusting your intuitions. I'm so glad that all of you are nobodies who just are really learning to trust the voice from within, who are really learning to trust yourself, who really are learning to like, oh, no, I'm not no longer unseeing what I see. I'm not seeing with rose-colored glasses how you're treating me or how they're treating me or what I'm keeping myself from doing in my own life, right? If we got to shine a flashlight, this is my hands on for a flashlight. We have to shine the flashlight on our shadows this week. Shine it. Eat, weed up the things within you guys that no longer serve you. It's okay, right? So I love you. I love you. I love you. Have a good Saturday. Lovely Nobody out.